Hey everyone, this is Sweet Yellow House. I am posting my Friday craft and I'm going to do it this way because I think it's more interesting. So I purchased this little cage and that's what it's going to be, and this is actually how I purchased it. It was like a little cage full of like potpourri type items, and so here I am, and I'm just looking it over and seeing if there's any kind of damage. I'm just looking at it and seeing what I need to remove so I can get to a clean slate and get everything opened up and poured out. So it looks like the top is just held on with zip ties, nothing fancy that I have to really break off or break open too badly. So I'm just removing the ribbon, and I'm going to pour the contents of this out into something that I have sitting around. And now I'm just kind of going to set that aside, and I'm going to look it over really quickly just to make sure there's no major damage and see what I need to do. So as you can see, it's a cage type thing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over so it's open at the bottom, and I'm going to flip that top onto the bottom, and this is kind of what I'm thinking. So it's going to be more of a garden cloche type of thing, and so I'm just looking here to see where I need to wire it together. I want to make sure those lines line up there when I wire it. So I have some chicken wire that's kind of laying around my house that's annoying me because I can never seem to put it anywhere that it doesn't pop out and poke me. So I'm cutting a piece off there because the little cage actually is covered in chicken wire, so I'm just trying to use something that is similar to that so it doesn't look like it's foreign to it or an afterthought. But really any kind of finer wire or anything, or if you didn't want to deal with it and put zip ties back on it, you could do something like that too. If you're working on something like this, it's really not a big deal. So if you paint over the zip ties, you won't even be able to see it. So I just didn't have any zip ties on hand with me. So here I'm just looking to see where I need to wire it shut, and a good place to do that. And I'm just taking this wire, which is a little bit it's not, really thick wire. It's pretty thin and workable. So I wired it on there and just kind of at the corners, just two spots, nothing major, and just made sure that it was stuck on there with the wire, and it's there. I didn't, latch it on together in a bunch of different places. I think I only did it in two different places, and that held on quite a bit. But now what I want to do is I want to actually like cover up those really shiny pieces of wire so it doesn't look like an afterthought. It kind of looks like it's was supposed to be kind of that way and not like something was added to it. So I'm using the DIY patina, and just kind of going over those connections with that wire with just basically some brown paint, using my fingers to just kind of blend it all together so that you can see it. It hides that shininess of the new wire that was added. Literally, I'm just taking my finger and hiding those shiny pieces, nothing major. And that's really all there is to it. And there you go. So this is me staging it. I stage it with a little bird and some greenery in there on a little nest. And that's it. I mean, you can't get easier than that. Just cutting it apart and putting it back together in a different way. So I think it came out great. I really love it. I think it's super cute. So thanks everyone for watching, and I appreciate it. Happy Friday.